What's going on? Brian Tong here, and welcome to the Apple Bits for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Hey, Apple has set another record for profits even during quarantine, and we're going to get to those numbers in a bit, but really the biggest news that came out of their earnings call is that Apple CFO Luca Maestri confirmed that Apple iPhones will be available a few weeks later compared to previous years, which typically see the launch in late September. And I know for the fanboy faithful that just rolled their eyes and felt like they got a gut punch, I'm just gonna let you in on something. Like right now, with everything going on in the world, I think you'll be okay. Like, it's just a few weeks. Now, earlier in the week, Qualcomm said its projections might be impacted by the delay of a global 5G flagship phone launch, which many believe to be the iPhone. Rumors and leakers like John Prosser had also recently said iPhones and new iPads will launch in October, but this is official and it comes directly from Apple. And iPhone launches, I gotta admit, they kind of get me a little sentimental because there's this weird, unnecessary, but exciting energy that comes with iPhone lines.
What's up, guys? We are here at the iPhone 10 launch in San Francisco. My watch says it's like 7 a.m. People have been here for hours, so let's just check out the line. You know what I'm saying? It's like pretty good. Whoa! Oh, guys! I brought you candy. Yeah.
You're amazing.
Even if you could pre-order online and have them delivered to you directly on launch day. Okay, if you have that itch and you got to see leaked iPhone components, these next two are for you. Alleged images of what's believed to be the iPhone 12's 5.4-inch display popped up on Asian social media site Weibo. And again, none of this can be confirmed, but if you look at the bezel at the top, there's just a bit more space on the sides of the bezel than normal, leaving some to believe that this could be the smaller bezel that's been rumored for the iPhone 12. So there you go, a pre-assembled screen panel from an alleged iPhone 12. And then leaker Mr. White on Twitter decided to, just throw us another bone with a picture of an A14 chip component. Now, this is the RAM component that is typically located on top of the main chip itself. In one of the photos, there is a mention of 2016, but that's not the year. It said that represents the 16th week of 2020 when this was produced, which would put it sometime in April of this year. Now, we are expecting to see the 5nm A14 chip in this year's iPhones, and it's going to be a monster. All right, in Apple Watch news, Digitimes reports Apple has made a deal with supplier ASE Technology, and the new Apple Watch Series 6 will also include a blood oxygen sensor for the first time. Now, this hasn't been officially confirmed yet. There were mentions of blood oxygen monitoring in early builds of watchOS 7, but it wasn't clear if earlier models would get it as well. Apple revealed watchOS 7 at the recent WWDC live streaming event, but there was no mention of blood oxygen support at all. So, they could have been just waiting for hardware support, but, we're going to find out really soon, sometime this fall. Low blood oxygen levels are indicators of respiratory problems and impaired heart and brain function. So having this sensor will solidify Apple's position as the best smartwatch with the most complete set of health sensors on one device. And it's also something that they need to do, especially with the expectation that this feature will be included in the upcoming Samsung Galaxy Watch 3. And also, it's a perfect time for a new Apple Watch anyways. You know why? Well, according to Mac Rumors, some Apple Watch Series 5 owners are seeing inconsistent battery levels with random shutdowns, even when the Apple Watch Series 5 is showing higher battery levels near 100%. So it ranges from showing 100% for most of the day and then dropping at 50% and then shutting off, or then showing 50% battery, then charging up to 99% in a short period of time, but never getting a full charge at 100. Now, this isn't widespread, but it is happening enough where you might actually be affected by it. And to me, this sounds more like something that they need to fix in software after more of these issues popped up specifically after watchOS 6.26 and 6.28. Apple hasn't addressed it yet, and I know that doesn't help some of you dealing with this right now. So Apple Watch Series 6, here we come. Just get a new one. I'm kidding. Well, kind of. I mean, it should get fixed eventually in a software update. All right, I talked earlier about Apple's earnings, but how much did the coronavirus pandemic really affect them? The answer is it really didn't, after Apple reported record revenue and earnings for the third fiscal quarter of 2020, which is the second calendar quarter. That's April to July of this year. Now, Apple posted a revenue of $59.7 billion and a net quarterly profit of $11.25 billion, both record numbers. The products that helped make it happen, iPhone saw a slight growth of 2% compared to last year's quarter, even against the economic downturn. And that is almost solely thanks to the release of the $399 iPhone SE, because according to research firm Canalys, Apple was the only company to have smartphone sales growth in the second quarter of 2020, the only one. And again, it's all about that iPhone SE. Now, the iPad and Mac saw double-digit growth because more people are staying at home, working from home, and buying Macs to do that. And the big winner for them, Apple services had double-digit growth. That includes things like iTunes, the App Store, Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, and others. They brought in $13.2 billion. Now, CEO Tim Cook also said Apple has reached its goal of doubling its services business. And, you know, I'm pretty sure Apple TV Plus made a huge part of that, like close to 0%, since most people are still on their free one-year subscription, like I am. I know almost all of you are too. Back in 2016, Cook wanted Apple to double its services revenue by the end of 2020, and that has come to fruition. Get it? Apple and fruition, like fruit? Yeah, damn. That's just stupid. I mean, come on, man. Who comes up with this stuff? And after all those years hearing Apple is in trouble, or I'm not so sure Apple could do it again, or hey, look out, this could be where Apple loses its mojo, they are still breaking records during a global pandemic, and it is pretty insane. You know what? I gotta give it to them. That's a rat apple! Yeah! Alright, that's gonna do it for this video. You know the drill. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my videos when they drop. Plus, if you want to dive even deeper, you can check out my weekly podcast. It's the Apple Bits XL. We cover it all with special guests. Plus, all my work is independent, and I'd appreciate your support at patreon.com/BrianTong, where you're going to get early access to content, bonuses at different levels, and a completely ad-free version of the podcast as well. So thanks so much for watching. I'm Brian Tong. Take care and be safe. We'll see y'all next time. Peace and... Wait, where's it? Love.